Do you ever wish na sana marunong makipag-usap sa'yo yung snake mo? Since wala naman silang buntot at wala naman silang kilay para sabihin sa'yo ano nararamdaman nila, it's easy to think na maybe they're just unreadable. But the truth is, your snake is talking to you all the time. Hindi nga lang sa mukha or certain parts of their body, but with their whole body. So in this video, we will be discussing how to tell your snake's body language and how you can build trust. So syempre, number one is the tongue flick. Tongue flicking is how they gather data around them. From this, you can tell if they are curious or shy, or if they are scared or shook. Usually, long, slow flicks. This is a sign of a relaxed snake. They are calmly tasting or smelling the air around them. Short, rapid fire flicks means that perhaps they are overstimulated or startled. So snakes use what we call the Jacobson's organ. The Jacobson's organ is what they use to smell their surroundings. In snakes, it is a sac-like organ in the mouth, rather located at the roof of their mouth, that detects smell. So, yun yung main na pang-amoy nila and also pang-gather nila ng data. Research shows that the fork in their tongue allows them to smell in 3D. Rapid flicks mean that the brain is trying to process something sudden or a potential threat very quickly. Alternatively, if you notice that your snake isn't moving at all, they're not tongue flicking as well, and you know that they're not asleep, it might be an indication that they are very scared and feeling nila predator ka. That's why they don't wanna move, because they don't wanna be seen by you. So if that's the case, perhaps pahinga muna sa handling session. Emily from Snake Discovery has a great video of this on their YouTube channel. Perhaps if you wanna know more, then you can watch their video as well. Next would be the S-curve versus the flow. A lot of us are familiar already with the S-curve. Yan yung kanilang ready to strike or striking position. When they are exhibiting this behavior, the neck is pulled back into a tight S shape, kaya siya tinawag na S-curve, because they are preparing for a defensive coiled spring. Karaniwan din siyang makikita sa mga wild caught or mga nire-rescue na wild animals, lalo-lalo na sa mga cobra. So a defensive posture or stance is a precursor na they are about to strike. You can also see this behavior sa iyong mga pet snake when they are about to strike at their prey. Pero an S-curve doesn't always mean nakakagat sila. Sometimes it's just their warning position, meaning stay away from me. If your pet snake is exhibiting this behavior, probably hindi pa siya comfortable sa'yo or they're probably in a stress state, what you can do is take a snake hook or any long item, for example, and what you can do is gently tap to redirect their focus. Hindi mo sila hahampasin, bibigyan mo lang sila ng gentle tap to redirect them and to break their focus. This is also what's called tap training, and we do this to get them out of food mode or to break their focus in case they are in a defensive stance like the S-curve. So next would be the muscle tension. Are they holding or holding out? Particularly sa ball pythons, since they're very heavy-bodied snakes, when handling, if they are relaxed, they should feel like a moving rope sa kamay mo. Heavy, but they can move smoothly. Mararamdaman mo naman yun pagka stress yung snake mo sa kamay mo during handling sessions. If they feel like a rigid, almost like a piece of wood or stone, and sobrang tigas ng, kumbaga nagko-contract yung muscles nila habang hawak mo. Additionally, snakes can sense your heart rate and movement. So, kung ikaw mismo, sarili mo, kabado, and you're about to handle them, or you're handling them, nararamdaman din nila yan and nakukuha din nila yung kaba mo. Many local keepers think that a tight grip or pagka humihigpit yung hawak nila sa'yo means that they love you. But in fact, they do not. In reality, usually it means they are afraid of falling or are trying to anchor themselves because feeling nila hindi secured yung position nila sa kamay mo. When you're handling them, you should be able to support their whole body or at least 2/3 of their body. Next would be their breathing. You can tell a lot from a snake's flicks, tongue flicks, and their breathing. So visible heavy breathing in their midsection and an audible hiss means that they are either very stressed or angry. One common behavior in particular na kilalang-kilala ay sa mga hognose snakes. They would often flatten their bodies para magmukha silang cobra, hiss, and maybe false strike or tag at your arm or your hand para lang sabihin niya na layuan mo sila. Pero hindi sa lahat ng oras na yung pag-huff nila or yung mabigat nilang paghinga is just a sign of them being stressed. If that happens more frequently and if you think hindi na yun normal, for example, madalas mo naririnig yung pag-hiss nila or pag-huff nila na hindi naman sila stressed, you know they are not stressed in that situation, then that is probably a sign of an RI or respiratory infection, and it's best to go immediately sa iyong exotic vet. Next would be yung eye contact and of course the blue face, otherwise known as the shedding face. So when they are in shed, nagpo-produce kasi ng natural body oils yung katawan nila. That's why yung old skin nila is parang lumulob or umaangat. That's why nagkakaroon sila ng parang dull colors kasi umaangat yung luma nilang skin in preparation para dun sa bago nilang scales. I hope that makes sense. Lalong-lalo na sa eyes nila. So, during this time, hindi ka nila masyadong kita and medyo visually impaired sila. So, ang sign nito is cloudy, bluish eyes sa snakes. And during this cycle, a snake that can't see is a jumpy snake. So, mas matatakotin sila, mas scared, mas feeling nila vulnerable sila. So, me personally, I would advise to avoid handling muna if they are in deep shed. This way, you can avoid accidental defensive bites. Sa eye contact naman, hindi sa lahat ng oras pagka feeling mo paangat sila sa enclosure, nakita ka nila, and parang binabati ka nila na para bang aso. Hindi sa lahat ng oras ay magandang sign yun. I learned that the hard way. Kasi more often than not, they have learned to associate you with food. And pagka nasa food mode sila, well, snakes in the wild, they don't have time to think. Lalo na pagka yung prey item nila ay mabilis lumipad, mabilis makaalis, and sila mabagal, diba? So, strike first, think later ang peg ng mga yan. So, if you notice na sobrang tindi ng eye contact ng alaga mo sa'yo, or especially sa hands mo, that might be a sign na hindi sila excited nakita ka, but rather excited silang kumain. This happened with one of my hognose snakes, Cupcake. So, tuwang-tuwa ako. Nakasang ko siya. Akala ko binabati niya lang ako. Within a few seconds, ayun, kinagat na ako ng gaga. But other times, it is interesting as well to see ano ba yung nagka-catch ng attention nila. Lalo na when they do the behavior called periscoping. Periscoping, most commonly found, I think, sa ball pythons is when they stick their necks up. Yes, ang neck nila is mga 1/3 ng body nila magmula sa ulo. So, when they stick their necks up, para sila nakatower na CCTV because they find something in particular na interesting, kaya ganon din katindi yung pagtingin nila. And that is why they feel the need to elevate themselves in a higher position para mas matignan pa nila ano yung bagay na nakakapukaw ng interest nila. So, it's very interesting and also very cute pagka napagmasdan mo sa alaga mo. Last would be the choice-based handling. So, medyo pro level na to, and this is something na natutunan ko kay Lori Tarini, a snake and behavioral expert sa ibang bansa. Kasama na dyan kay Bob from Green Room Pythons. Aside from choice-based handling, sa kanila ko din natutunan yung target training. So, choice-based handling is when you wait for the invite. Nag-uumpisa yan by opening the enclosure and letting the snake crawl out of it mag-isa. So, if they want to go out of their enclosure, it will be their choice. And if they want to crawl onto your hand, let's say nasa labas na enclosure yung hand mo, it will be their choice as well. That way, you're not forcibly taking them every time you want to form a handling session with them. So if you're like me and interested ka rin more about snake behavior, I would highly recommend Lori Tarini's studies. Or if that's not your cup of tea, she also has a YouTube channel where she posts videos explaining more about snake training and behaviors. Why I mentioned that this is pro level, that is because choice-based handling takes a lot of time and patience on your part as the keeper, because snakes are, well, very shy and slow creatures, and it takes a lot of time to build their confidence and their trust. As a bonus, each species of snakes ay may kanya-kanya ding different types of traits and behaviors that are linked to them. Aside from that, different snakes within the same species will exhibit different behaviors as well. So, really, it's a treat and very interesting just to observe them in their natural behavior and how they interact with everyday objects. So, ayun, doon na nagtatapos ang ating video. Again, I'm Josh from Pitch Exotics. And if you like more videos like this, follow along for more updates. Bye-bye! Happy keeping!